So today I'm just making a bit of a different video to usual, but I just thought I'd talk about sleep paralysis like it says in the title, because I've seen it a lot like on the news lately or in my Facebook like home feed thing. A lot of people are talking about it, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to discuss what it is and my experience with it and like basically the whole stigma around the condition. So I don't claim to be an expert or know it all because I really don't know as much as you should about it, but I know a fair bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sleep paralysis, put simply, is when your mind wakes up but your body doesn't, so you're paralysed. Yeah, it can last for like seconds or it can last for like 5 minutes, and it's really terrifying because not only are you paralysed, not only are you paralysed, but it's common for you to like madly hallucinate as it's happening. It happens when you're like in that either the beginning of your sleep or the end of your sleep, you know, I think it's called like REM, rapid eye movement. I've read about it and you're paralysed so that you don't act out your dreams, which is a good thing because you don't hurt yourself, but it can be really scary when you wake up and realise you're paralysed. It affects like, I think I read like every 1 in 20 people, so you're not alone if you have experienced it. I'm just going to quickly go through the 2 times that I've like had a proper paralytic experience. I've had like similar things quite a lot, but I managed to wake myself up, or it's just not as bad. But it's happened properly twice and it was horrific. First time it happened, I woke up and I was in my room at uni and I know I was awake and I could see the desk and I could see the window and I could see everything in the room, so like my eyes were open but I just couldn't move, like my whole body was just paralysed. It was so weird. But then suddenly I felt like there was someone in the room with me. I am not at all spiritual or a believer in like supernatural stuff, but I genuinely felt like whoever or whatever was in the room with me was like evil. It sounds weird, but genuinely I just thought they wanted to kill me or like hurt me or just cause me pain. They were just a bad entity. It was a bad entity. So yeah, if you've never experienced this or read about it, you'll think that sounds really, really weird, but that is genuinely what you feel. On top of that, I felt like there was a person kneeling on my chest. Again, it sounds stupid if you've not experienced it, but I felt there was a person kneeling on my chest and they were like crushing me so much that I couldn't lift my chest up, and I started not being able to breathe because they were pressing down so hard on me. I can't tell you how long this whole thing went on for, like I just have no idea, but I was trying to scream to wake myself up or just to get this person off me, and the scream wasn't coming out. I couldn't get the air to scream. There was no... Yeah, that happened for a while. And then next minute, the scream came out, the person was gone, and I could move again, and everything was back to normal. Apart from I was like gasping for air, and I was like panting and sweating like so much. So in the end, I turned a light on, and I got up and had to have like a drink, and went and checked my uni room door was locked to reassure myself that no one came in, and obviously they didn't, and it was just so weird. So I like kind of forgot about it because I just thought it was a one-off and like didn't really think about it again until like a week later it happened again, and this time it was like exactly the same, but instead of someone kneeling on me, I could kind of sense a guy. I can't picture what he looked like, who he was, anything, but in my mind, I knew it was a guy, and he had his hand and he was pushing me, again pushing my chest, but not kneeling this time. He had like his hand and he was pushing me down and again crushing the air out of my lungs and everything, and I just couldn't breathe. The whole thing was the same. I could see and there was someone else in the room, like a presence, and basically you just feel this like crushing dread. It's horrible and like you don't really know what's happening. Yeah, and then again I woke up panting, sweating, and it's fine. So at this point I was like visually freaked out, so I was googling like mad, and what you're like presented with on Google is like you've been cursed and the demon was on you and the devil's in your room and you're possessed and all this, and you're like, ah, holy shit. Basically, if you read about it in more depth, you establish that it's got some scientific reasons behind it. It's not completely solved the mystery of why you hallucinate and everything, but it's mostly down to a lack of sleep or exhaustion, hormonal imbalances, and a lot of it's down to stress. So I'm guessing, because when I went through this and had the 2 things, I was very stressed, like very upset with life. I can imagine that's why it happened to me, but it's not happened badly again. Like I said, there's weird times where I've woke up as I felt like it was about to happen, or I've just woke myself up from having like these weird dreams that feel like hallucinations. But yeah, like nothing like that's happened for a long time now. And I'm just making the video to say that if it happened to you and you're googling to see like what is wrong with me, and you're like frustrated with all these deaf, cursed, possessed things, don't panic. Don't freak yourself out by looking at it all. It's probably bullshit. The only advice I can kind of give is it has never happened to me when I'm sleeping on my front or my side. Like, both times I woke up on my back. So I'm guessing if you don't sleep on your back, it's less likely to happen. It's never happened when there's been someone else in the room, like if you're sleeping next to someone, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, or a sibling, a friend, anything. If someone else is in the room, it's less likely to happen. And if it does, they can wake you up and get you out of it straight away. That's my only advice. But basically, do not panic. It happens to a lot of people. And yes, it's terrifying, but you'll be okay. So yeah, I just wanted to share my experience on that because people keep talking about it. Next video will be a bit of a lighter topic. What's this about? Lighter topic. But I will see you next time. Goodbye.